Siya mga kabombo. Oras 1:28 na sa hapon mga kabombo. Ato magkauban biya tuag Bombo International Correspondent gikan pa sa Qatar. Diya sa pikas niya Sir Joseph Rivera. Sir, maayong hapon diha kanimo.
Maayong aga gikan diri sa Qatar ug maayong ugto dira kaninyo sa Cebu.
Makasabot ra kag Bisaya sir no?
Makasabot man ko pro dili jud ko kasultib fluent ba.
Sige lang. Okay. Kumusta sir? Kumusta man ang sitwasyon ninyo diha karon sa mga katawhan diha sa Doha, Qatar?
Nagbalik naman sa normal ang sitwasyon diri sa Qatar after katong atake kahapon sa Israel. Although ang mga estudyante sa duha ka Philippine school ginhimo nga kanang voluntary ang pagsulod sa school niya. Today gin-suspend ang mga grading activities, wala og quizzes, wala exam. In the event nga ang mga parents dili pagpasudlon anay sa school ang ilang mga estudyante, and daghan man og estudyante wala nagsulod sa school. I just brought my son there a few minutes ago. That's why wala ako ka-online. And the roads are very clear. A lot of people are staying at home, and though there is no official suspension of classes or no official suspension of work, it is very noticeable that the streets of Qatar right now are very, very open. No, wala jud traffic, and the Philippine Embassy also has announced that it will open as usual from 7 o'clock this morning up to 3 o'clock this afternoon. However, nag-announce sila this morning that people going to the embassy should expect the traffic diversion ug kanang mga road closure because the embassy is just 220 meters away from the blast site. Muna daghan pa to kanang mga cordon ba. But overall, everybody is remaining vigilant because this is no longer new to us. Na kami practice by the time na naglupad ang mga missile dire gikan sa Kwan, gikan sa Iran. But this time, nagtupa jud, no? Last time they were all intercepted, but this time the weaponry used by Israel was very sophisticated. And the government of Qatar was had to admit that the Qatar's air defense systems was not able to detect it.
So business as usual na ta karon, balik na trabaho tanan ang ato mga kaigsunan diha sa Qatar.
Lagi, yes, everybody is back to work today. Pero kung may na-adjust nga mag-absent, the employers I believe are tolerant.
Okay. So also may advisory sa kuan, advisory sa gobyerno sa Qatar karon na sir.
Ang advisory sa gobyerno sa Qatar, everything is back to normal. The government has assured that the situation is under control and that the investigation is ongoing sa mga sa blast site, and everything is business as usual. But however, of course, everybody is advised to continue to be vigilant, take caution, and only take information from reliable news sources as the investigations are ongoing.
Wala kay report na dawat nga dunay mga casualties or nasamdan, naangol atol sa mga pagpangatake.
Anom kabuok ang casualties, ang napatay. Basically, 5 ka Palestino or Hamas members, wherein ang usa is a son of the lead delegate, plus 4 other members, and one was a Qatari, no? Muning masubo, no? Because one of the casualties was a Qatari. He is a lance corporal in the Laquia Security Services. He is one of the security officers on duty at that time in the secured residential compound. So we have 6 casualties reported, and the number of those injured have not yet been disclosed by the government so far. But just to confirm, also, alhamdulillah, as they call it, mayo na lang because there are no Filipinos that were injured or involved as reported so far.
Maayo noon no nga walay reported nga mga OFWs nga nasamdan. First time ni nahitabo sa imong experience diha sa Qatar nga giatake mo?
In my 20 years there is sa Qatar, yes, this is the first time that we were attacked. No, not the first time. Second time that we were attacked from the air from a foreign country. But this time, amo niyang nag-hit, no? This is the only one that got a direct hit. The last one was during the Iraq-Iran war, Iran-Israel war, wherein that night, lipat na ako sa petsa, where 19 missiles were launched by Iran to Doha, targeting the Al Udeid the air base here. But they were all intercepted mid-air, no? And it happened at night. So that was the first experience. That was the first time nagsala jud mga Pilipino diri nagkanang panic buying jud sa mga supermarket. But today, yesterday, it happened in broad daylight, around 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's kumbaga nagpanic. Yes, there was panic because there's a loud thud, there was a big explosion, but because of the high-tech systems here of the government and the responsible use of social media, the correct information was disseminated to the public immediately within minutes after the blast.
Atol sa pagpangatake, diin ka atong hitabua, diin ka napita, doon na to sa imong himutangan o layo ora?
Layo ko siguro, mga kuwan ko guro, mga 21 kilometros because I just got off work. Nakaw mi sa work and I was on my way to fetch my children to school when the blast happened. Siguro wala pa ko 1 minute on the road, nanawag ang akong office colleague and just told me that if I'm already on my way to fetch the kids. I said yes, nangingon siya na fetch them now and stay at home because something happened. And I noticed at that time that the people on the road have been very, very manic already. Kanang aligaga kung sa Pilipinas pa. No? Because that is the situation here. When something happens, everybody is in a hurry to go home.
Walay report nga ang Qatar mubawas nga to sa Israel?
Di man, because the last thing that they want is to escalate the war, although nangakig jud ang hari diri, ang emir is really, really very upset. He called it a criminal act. And also, the condemnation by the Qatar government against the act of Israel was echoed by most of the neighboring countries, and almost every country, no, in the world has condemned the attack, because not only was it a violation of international law and a violation of the sovereign territory of Qatar, but most of all, it is an insult to the peace process, because as you know, Qatar is the mediating country here in the Middle East. Amo ning ang ginatawag sa amo ang peace broker ba? We are the peacemakers. And Qatar has exhausted so much effort to broker the peace with to all of the enemies of Israel. They were the peace brokers in Libya. We were the peace brokers with the Israeli-Iran war. And yet, no, despite our peace roles, kami pang ginatake, no? So if you would just, I would say, describe it to a similar boxing match, okay? Mag-ilinawayan daw ka boksingero, pero dili jud pagsumbago ng referee. That is the sentiment. Okay? Don't hit the referee, no? Kaya kasi bad yun. Kasi that's, you know, nagmamagandang loob na nga para tumulong, magbati kayo, tapos yung pang-jombagin mo.
Fight.
And come to think of it, Kabombo, take note that the Hamas political bureau leaders who were attempted to be assassinated by Israel were in Qatar because they are here to negotiate the ceasefire deal that's being offered by Trump. And it's being negotiated diri. So siling naman, sila di para sa peace talk, dason bulabugo nyo, ay hindi klaro na kung sino hindi gusto sa peace. And because of that, mga kabombo, the United Nations Security Council is calling for an emergency session today to address the matter. So even though everything's peaceful here, tanan gaga wait and see, because subong akig gid sa mga Arabo.
Kanang before tika buhi answer, daghan ba mga OFW diya sa Qatar?
Ay, kuan kami dire kanang 284,000. Daghan kayo.
284,000 daghan na gaday no.
Daghan, no? Daghan dire 284,000 ang mga Filipinos. That is the reason why Qatar Airways has a direct flight from Doha to Cebu. Because daghan kayo dire, and the Cebuano community here is very, very strong. By the way, I'm an Ilonggo, that's why I understand a little bit of Cebuano. Daghan kayo mga Pilipino dire.
Sus, ug mao magana no, dili maayo nga magrepatriate og pananglitan mo grabe ang gubat kay kadaghan man ninyo diha no nga mga OFW hilabi na nga mga Cebuanos daghan pud kay diha nga nagtrabaho. Unsay kasagaran sa mga trabaho sir sa mga OFWs diha?
Happy to say, ang mga domestic helper dire murag kanang siguro I would bet mga 30-40% lang, no? 60% and even above are all either skilled or professional workers, and you would see that a lot of Filipinos are holding key positions in corporate in the corporate world today. So that's why the cases of OFW maltreatment and human trafficking is very low here in Qatar.
Tinuod, wala ko makadungog diha nga dunay mga OFW gipang maltrato sa ilang mga amo. Ikaw sad ana po imong pamilya diha ron sa Qatar nagpuyo?
Yes, my family and I have been here for 20 years. Both of my children are going to school here, grade 11 and 12. And I've been working here for a long time, and Qatar has been our home since before I left the Philippines, no? Nakaagi man ta nag-OFW man ta sa UAE, sa UK, sa Singapore, pero nagbalik gid mi diri sa Qatar because it is a good place to raise a family. Kay balance diri ba? Kanang you have the Islamic culture that's protecting the values niya, dili man siya tama ka stricto. That is why women can drive. Alcohol may daghan diri ilimnan, may alcohol diri sa mga hotel, makapalit ka gani diri og baboy, no? So it's very open, wala diri gawa restriction sa kwan sa pananamit sa clothing, no? Basta dili ka mag-nuki shorts ba, ug mag-revealing ana, bawal jud ang plunging, but here it's very comfortable, no? It's already similar to Bahrain and Dubai and Oman.
Nalipay ko nga ikaw amo na kontak kay suwito kay kadiha taud-taud na kadiha puyo. Salamat sa imong oras sir. Unya mayong udto diha kanimo.
Yes, mayong aga dire. So amo ni inyong abyan si Bombo Joseph Rivera, Basta Radio, Bombo.
Alright, nabati sab na to aga Bombo International Correspondent Bombo Joseph Rivera.